Right, beautiful day, another day in the park, another day with a nice summer hat on. I have to. I'm a pasty individual. I burn very easily and my nose is like a magnet for it. So forgive the look, but we do what we need to. So yeah, just out enjoying the weather, getting my steps in, staying loose, staying mobile, and trying to do it in a place that's peaceful. I like to do it away from a lot of traffic. The only traffic you really have here in the park I'm in are the maintenance workers who are working on the fields, but for the most part there is hardly anyone out here. Just the way I like it. So we can get the steps in, we can get the heart rate up, we can build up a bit of a sweat and keep ourselves loose, ready for a training session later in the day. What am I going to do today? Today, well, it's hypertrophy at the moment. 4 weeks into my hypertrophy phase. I'm going to probably aim for probably 10 to 12 weeks is what I'll do hypertrophy for, and then at which point I will probably go back into a muscle endurance phase. There's no more strength training for me, no more power training. Muscle endurance and muscle building is essentially what I'll be doing. But I've been on a bit of a weight gain program. May sound strange, most people are looking to lose weight. And what you should be doing is not trying to lose weight, you should be trying to lose fat. The number on the scales doesn't matter if you like what you see in the mirror. Remember that. Don't focus on the number. It's easy to lose weight. All you got to do is cut out your carbohydrates and you'll lose probably a few kilo in water weight, like over the first week. That doesn't mean you're healthier. But if you can strip excess body fat off, then that does. That'll take pressure off your heart and leave you with more functional mass on your body compared to non-functional mass, which is what you want to do. You want to rebalance that ratio. But as it stands, I've always been relatively light for my size, and because I've been sedentary for about 4 years, much to my frustration, I just became skinny fat. I lost all the muscle I ever had. Got a bit of a belly because I wasn't focusing on what I was eating. I was just eating anything really, and I wasn't eating very regularly. It's a curse of being slightly down and depressed. But anyway, that is a thing of the past. So I started off at 75.9 kilos 9 weeks ago, and now I weighed myself yesterday. I've weighed myself on a Monday morning before breakfast for 9 weeks, and yesterday when I did it I was 82.2 kilos. So I've put on 6.3 kilos in roughly 9 weeks, which for me is pretty amazing. But I have been eating between 5 and 8 times a day, little and often, with a lot of protein. So I'm trying to get anywhere between 150 and 200 grams of protein. On some of those days I've pushed it probably to about 250 grams of protein. But all good. It seems to be working. I've still got to strip the belly fat, and one of the things that spurred me into action is that I'm going to be going on holiday in August. And people were telling me, family members saying, Grant, how do you stay in such good shape? And I was sort of laughing. I said, what do you mean staying in good shape? I'm not in good shape. I said, I haven't trained in 4 years. And I haven't watched my diet. I said, my God, it may be that I don't put on weight around my face, but if I took my top off, I think you'd all be horrified, much like I am when I take my top off. So, but then the realization dawned on me, I will be taking my top off on holiday. And yeah, I don't think I want to be doing this, because it's that shock horror. They think you're fit, and then you take your top off and they think, oh my God, he's skinny fat. That's not good. So I decided I would try and get myself in shape. So anyway, we're 10 weeks in now, middle of May, and we're going away in August. We've got 8 weeks left of hypertrophy, 4 or 5 weeks of muscle endurance after that. And for the muscle endurance, the next phase of muscle endurance, I will change my diet up. So I will be reducing the starchy carbs. I will be increasing the amount of vegetables I eat. I mean, I'm eating a lot of vegetables anyway, but I'll cook the vegetables, whether I steam them or boil them a little bit. But I'll probably just start eating them all raw. Raw vegetables is the way forward if you want to burn fat off your body. Because, contrary to popular opinion, healthy food is actually very hard for your body to digest. So, in the process of digesting healthy food, it's almost, I try and visualize it like this. You put healthy food into your stomach, and there are, little men and women with like pickaxes breaking down that food. But when you put healthy food in, they find it very hard to break it down. And they need more and more little men and women with more and more pickaxes in order to break that food down. Well, where do they get these extra men and women from with their pickaxes? They have to get more energy into the digestive process. And your body will look at that and think, well, where do I get this energy from? Your primary energy source is carbohydrates, always will be. The sugars on your body, the glycogen stored in your muscles and your liver. That'll be the first thing. But that's what your body will be using all the time. Now, the other sources of energy will come from proteins and fats. Well, your body will do a little calculation and think, my God, this is hard to break this food down. If we're just using sugars, it will take forever. So, it will look and it will say, right, well, we've got proteins and fats. Which one is going to be more efficient for us? Well, if we convert a gram of protein, we get about 4 kilocalories of energy. Now, if we take a gram of fat, we'll get 9 calories of energy. It's almost twice as much. It's more than twice as much. So, it's a no-brainer for your body. If you put food in that's hard to digest, healthy food, raw vegetables, fruits and all these other good natural foods that grow in the ground, earth-grown nutrients, as my man Mike Dolce might say, then essentially you're going to force your body into burning fat just by digesting that food, which is why eating is the most efficient way of burning fats. Absolutely the most efficient. And if you can keep stoking those fires every 2 to 4 hours throughout the day, from the moment you get up to the moment you go to bed, then your body will continue burning fats in order to digest this food. So unhealthy foods, processed foods, your body almost just absorbs it. There's no need to burn any fats while you're digesting it. And actually, it's It's the reason you never really feel very energized after eating a lot of processed foods. You know, you go and have a load of processed foods for lunch, you'll want to fall asleep probably an hour later. But if you're eating good, healthy, nutrient-dense vegetables and so on and so forth, clean bits of meat, whether it's fish, chicken, beef, all these types of things, then you'll actually feel energized afterwards. You'll be ready to rock and roll. And so you want efficient fat loss? Focus on your diet. Eat little and often. Make sure it's the right types of foods, because ultimately it's like doing interval training constantly throughout the day, but you're not actually doing any formal exercise, but your body is burning fats in a very similar fashion to if you were. Right, that's the latest for today. I'll be back shortly with another video. Take care, have a good one, bye.